Fine shot there of the skyline of downtown Milwaukee. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Just a short drive west of downtown, we're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Game number 3 of this new season between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, and I think right now both teams are just trying to get into the flow of the season. And it's a first series. You just want to get through this, start getting used to playing every day. Hopefully come out of the gate strong.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves as they'll line themselves up like this here this afternoon. Michael Fiers will get the ball to pitch against these guys, and he'll be given the task of really focusing on keeping these guys off the base paths. That means to be successful, he's got to focus on keeping the ball in the strike zone and avoiding the unnecessary walks. Ender Inciarte will dig in here. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. So the leadoff man is taken care of to start our finale here this afternoon. And with that, let's look at how the Brewers align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Nick Markakis will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night. Oh, 2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And Gomez will look this one in for out number 2.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Michael Lee will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now the 2-2 pitch. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Top of the first, just getting started here at Miller Park. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
And this will be fouled away. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Batting fourth, third baseman, number 33.
Number 33 will get his first opportunity now. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1 left for Atlanta, and now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Now a look at the starting lineup for Ron Renicke's Milwaukee Brewers, and it looks like this. John Smoltz is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing. And from there, that's when the problems usually arise. Now a quick look at how the Braves will align themselves behind him. Scooter Gennett will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. That one's in there, 3-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
That's just some bad luck right there. With the outfield at their normal depth, this ball might have gotten down. But with them playing in, well, it's a completely different story.
Yasiel Puig will take his first cut to the ball game here. Three and one now as that misses down and in. Nick Savage waits on deck. Now the 3-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ball lined toward right center. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit. Around second now, heading for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
First triple for him on the young season. You could tell he had it on his mind from the start that it was going to be 3 bases.
Nick Savage will stand in for the first time here. He waits, now the pitch. Now a slider in the dirt, but blocked by the catcher there.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
And this is going to be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. A man at third with 1 away. Good biting slider there, hit on the ground down to third. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Carlos Gomez will try and start over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3, as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Freddie Freeman will get his first shot here as you check out his numbers from 2013.
And it's been a good start to 2014. He's got to be happy with the way he's come out of the gate swinging the bat.
Fouled back. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And there's out number one.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
A.J. Pierzynski will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Throw to first retires Pierzynski for the second out.
Batting 7, shortstop,
Andrelton Simmons will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. And here's a ball hit in the air. Segura is right there, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. He won't bat with runners on, but the powerful Aramis Ramirez will lead things off regardless when we come back. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. And there is Aramis Ramirez now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
batting 6, left fielder.
Well, here's a good look from the side angle. This is in show motion. You can see this crosses right over the knees. That's close, but it's the right call.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
And with 2 strikes, when you force a hitter to hit your changeup, that's how you take his power away, especially when it's down in the zone. That's a sign of a smart pitcher right there.
Gene Segura will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Robinson Chirinos will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. 2 out with the man at first. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Michael fires. Get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Grounded, foul. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Darwin Barney is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd. Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right, and 1 gone now in the Atlanta 3rd.
Batting ninth, pitcher, John Smoltz.
John Smoltz will stride to the box as he gets ready for his first AB of the year. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Puig is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
That actually wasn't too bad a swing there. You know, sometimes you can catch those outfielders playing far too shallow with a pitcher up there, but he was able to keep this one in his sights and make the play.
Ender Inciarte will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Scooter Gennett makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now the 2-1. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
And we'll get a good look at the grip on this last circle change. You can see that your fingers actually make kind of an OK symbol on the side of the baseball, and that gives it that nice fading movement it has at the end.
Yasiel Puig will dig in. He tripled and later scored his first time around. Right field. Lee in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Nick Savage.
Nick Savage will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Let's go, Nick.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Carlos Gomez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And a full count now, 3-2. Now the pitch.
Here we go.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. A runner on first with 2 away. Hard hit to third. And now against his body, a jump throw. Throw in the dirt as this pops right up over his shoulder. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his mitt on it, so there is no advance on the play.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Aramis Ramirez will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Here comes the 1-2. And this will get right by Pierzynski to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They lead it 1-0. Nick Markakis will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. On the ground for Ramirez. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Number 33 will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Braves go down without a whimper here. They still trail 1-0. Chris Davis will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Here's the payoff pitch. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting him with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Gene Segura will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Robinson Chirinos will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. He's got himself back into a fastball count now.
The 3-1 coming. Now the 3-1 is pulled on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. With Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning for Atlanta. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. He's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And indeed the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Andrelton Simmons will dig in. He popped out his first time. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Braves. It remains 1-0. Michael Fiers will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Or maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Scooter Gennett will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And the payoff pitch is reached for and sent on the ground to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Right fielder,
Yasiel Puig will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they lead it 1-0. Darwin Barney will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And when your pitcher hasn't given up a hit, believe me, you're going to feel the pressure out there just about as much as he does. These guys know what's at stake. So that's a good job right there to look that ball in and then make a good, strong throw for the out.
John Smoltz will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Ender Inciarte waits on deck. Left field. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Ender Inciarte will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
One on the way. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
2 out, nobody on. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Nick Savage will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Carlos Gomez will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Lee is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Aramis Ramirez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is fouled back and out of play. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. Chris Davis will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Nick Markakis will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time, 2-2.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
3-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And this is taken in for out number 1.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Michael Lee will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3.
And one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Number 33 will stand in, hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Gomez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Gene Segura will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game, and they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Robinson Chirinos will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. He'll try it again, 3-2. That's it sharply past the mound and on into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Michael Fires will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Here's the 1-2. And he pulls this one back in time, 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. Start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Still showing bunt with 2 strikes, but he pulls it back, 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Look out for the double play, man.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, yeah, but even though that's just going to go in the books as a strikeout, it was pretty expensive in terms of pitches. And when you think pitcher on pitcher, that's what you'd like your guy to go up there and do. At least give someone a battle.
Scooter Gennett will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, Brewers.
2 out with the man at first. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. New pitcher coming on now as they'll turn it over to the former number 4 overall pick back in 1997, right-hander Jason Grilli. Yasiel Puig will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Fouled straight back. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Brewers strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Freddie Freeman will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Fouled straight back. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And he'll just tag him for the out. Dangerous.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
To to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Here's another 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Boy, good patience to lay out the cutter there. 3-2.
And this is another frustrating at-bat for him on the mound. I mean, he's burned through 15 pitches on just these last 2 hitters.
The 3-2 pitch. Line hard to the left side, but foul. And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Andrelton Simmons will step forward now following the walk, as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. Now here's the ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone. So these fans will not get to see history here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th. Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Renicky out of the Milwaukee dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Will Smith will come on and try to get out of this mess here, as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Darwin Barney will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now the double steal is on here. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away. Might be time to see a pinch hitter, and if that's the case, here's what remains on the Atlanta bench. Chris Johnson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Chris Johnson.
Johnson awaits the 1-1, and he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Well, that's been missing.
And that misses 2-2.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
2-2. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. And it is a run.
How about that? They don't even have to put a ball in play to get that tying run home. He's in to score on the wild pitch, and on top of that, the go-ahead run moves up 90 feet as well.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Here's a fly ball. Way out to right center, and no one will track this one down. It's going to fall in there for extra bases. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Boy, what an at-bat here in a tie ball game. This isn't an easy matchup either. He stays right on this ball. He drives it for a double, and more importantly, drives home 2 runs to give him the lead.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Ender Inciarte will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A little bit outside. 2-1. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
3 runs already home here. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Here's the full count offering. Now here's a slow grounder to the left side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Nick Markakis will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. The 3-1. 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Back up the... Oh, and this hits the bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Michael Lee will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 3. And Jim Johnson will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Jim Johnson.
Christian Bethancourt is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 27, Christian Bethancourt.
Nick Savage will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Swing, hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
And they had to have that. This is the inning where a leadoff guy is critical. Now, they've got a few options here with a speedy guy on first to start things out.
Carlos Gomez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Hard hit towards center. Inciarte is right there, 1 down. Two very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. Adam Lind will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24, Adam Lind.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. The next 3-2. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up one hopping wall down there. That allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Gerardo Parra will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Number 62 will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 62.
Here comes the 1-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Markakis has the catch, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now.
Oh, that was taking a big risk. You've got to know you're trying to score against a guy that's got one of the best arms in the business. And he sets up and makes a great throw here to the plate, but that runner just able to slide by safely.
Josh Outman will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Gene Segura will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Short lead from second, now the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. Atlanta leads it 3-2. Gerardo Parra will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field,
number 62. He's going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Number 62.
Jonathan Broxton come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Number 33 will try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. The 1-1 home. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Good hustle getting down that line. Even on a routine ground ball, you can't take your time. You know, pat your glove, autograph it. Not with this guy running. You got to get rid of that ball pretty quickly, and they just do get him at first.
Freddie Freeman will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And a fastball that's taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, this is just a nice job of hitting at the plate. This pitch looked to be off the outer edge, but you can see him sort of dive out over the plate to go get it, and he winds up driving this ball for 2 bases.
Christian Bethancourt will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll be back in standing up. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. Might have an idea something's up here. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Puig is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down. Andrelton Simmons will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Swinging a liner toward right center. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
That's a big run in a game like this. That makes it a 2-run game now here in the top of the ninth. So now you give your guy a little extra breathing room out there in the bottom half. He'll appreciate it, believe me.
Francisco Rodriguez will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Francisco Rodriguez. 57. Rodriguez for the Brewers.
Darwin Barney will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Braves lead this one 4-2. Craig Kimbrell is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Robinson Chirinos will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw on to first by Barney gets him, 1 away.
And up by 2 here in the 9th, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
Luis Jimenez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 14, Luis Jimenez.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
When you're down by 2 in the 9th, there's that old expression about needing a bloop and a blast. Well, that was hardly a bloop. That ball was stung pretty good. But it is going to get the tying run to the plate. There's new life in that dugout.
Scooter Gennett will dig in. He singled his last time around. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And he goes the other way and hits this ball high in the air and deep to straightaway left. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Now the relay home. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Yasiel Puig will work now on getting that tying run home from second. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
All right, a big strikeout there, and you know that keeps that tying run at second with 2 away now.
Nick Savage.
Nick Savage will have a shot at driving home that possible tying run that's standing at second. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Carlos Gomez will stand in now with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the 9th. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. EK, where are you going now on 3 and 2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. And he will put this one away. And the Braves have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, it was that run in the top of the 9th that turned out to be the game winner, as they hold on here and win this one on the road by the slimmest of margins.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 4-3. So long from Milwaukee.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Brewers, 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.